I'd like to tell a little bit about what is the meaning of yoga, because the word yoga is used in so many places, and generally people consider yoga to be physical exercise. But actually the word yoga has nothing to do with physical exercise, although there are some physical exercises that are done as part of the practice of yoga. If we consider that in every country of the world there are rivers, each and every river has boundaries. Those boundaries are made by the country that surrounds that river. And when that country surrounds that river, then the people of that country give it a name. But in all those rivers, there is water. And when the water gets to the sea, all of those waters mingle together, and we can no longer see the difference between the water of one river and another. So if I bring a bucket of water from the sea and ask you, from which river did this water come? You will not be able to tell me, because all the waters have become one. This is the yoga of the river with the sea. In the same way, each and every one of us is like a river. We have our own definitions, our own limitations, our own characteristics and personalities. And these characteristics and personalities make us individuals. When we become united with the universal cosmic ocean of oneness, we lose our separateness, and all of us become one with that cosmic consciousness. That is the yoga of the individual consciousness. Myself with the Supreme Self, my consciousness with the Supreme Consciousness. Now, there are three types of people in this world. Some people, they identify themselves by thinking. They like to think. They feel value in their life because they think. But you know, it sometimes becomes difficult and boring to think. And the thinkers, they would like to have some peace of mind, that the mind would stop thinking. And so the thinkers have said the definition of yoga is thoughtlessness, when the mind becomes free from thoughts, because that's what they want, a mind free from thoughts, peaceful, open, quiet. There are other people who identify themselves by work. For them, work is important, and work is their identity. If they have no work, they feel useless, they feel meaningless. But sometimes they like to relax. They want to rest. They want to free themselves from work. They like to take vacations and holidays. So the people who work, they say that yoga is actionlessness, when the mind is free from work. But the best definition, the most important definition of yoga is unification, when the individual consciousness, the individual self, becomes one with the Supreme Self. The individual consciousness becomes one with the Supreme Consciousness, and that unification occurs through love. When there is love, the Supreme Consciousness is in love with the individual, and the individual is in love with the Supreme. And this force of love pulls the two of them together, and they become closer and closer. And finally, in the intensity, in the passion of love, the two become one and lose themselves in each other. They become one entity, no longer two entities. And this is yoga, unification of the individual consciousness with the Supreme Consciousness through love.